Introduction to Health and Safety in Construction. Introduction to the module. Construction is a dangerous industry by nature. Injuries and illnesses are more likely to occur when health and safety procedures aren't followed. Because there is such a significant risk of disease or injury on the job site, health and safety are extremely important in the construction industry. In this module, you will learn about the management of activities, construction, design and management, Regulations 2015, Health and Safety Plan, safety rules for contractors, joint occupation of premises and cooperation with the workforce. Learning objectives. After completing this module, you will be able to discuss the management of construction activities, understand construction, design and management, Regulations 2015, explain the health and safety plan and control of contractors, recognize safety rules for contractors and joint occupation of premises, describe cooperation with the workforce. Management of construction activities. The management of construction projects is governed by the Construction, Design and Management Regulations. Whatever your role in construction, CDM aims to improve health and safety in the industry by helping you to plan the task carefully to handle the hazards from beginning to end. Possess the appropriate personnel at the proper moment for the job. Work together with others to coordinate your efforts. Possess the necessary knowledge regarding hazards and risk management. To those who need to know, properly communicate this knowledge. Consult and interact with employees on the risks and risk management strategies. Construction, Design and Management, Regulations 2015. Client. Anyone who hires a contractor to complete building work for them is the client. The primary responsibility of clients is to guarantee that their project is properly managed, protecting the health and safety of anybody who might be impacted by the work, including members of the public. Two categories of clients are recognized by CDM:2015. Commercial clients, organizations or people for whom a construction project is completed as a business operation. This could be a person, a couple, or a business, including a real estate developer or a corporation that looks after residential homes. The primary responsibilities are to provide acceptable arrangements for project management, including ensuring that duty holders are appointed as appropriate, sufficient time and resources are allocated, relevant information is prepared and provided to other duty holders and welfare facilities are provided. Domestic clients, people hire contractors to perform non-commercial construction work in their residence or a family member's residence. Domestic clients are not required to perform client duties under CDM 2015 because these typically pass to other duty holders. Although covered by CDM 2015, their client-related obligations are typically delegated to the contractor for single contractor projects and the principal contractor for projects with more than one contractor. However, the domestic client can have a written agreement with the principal designer to carry out the client's duties. Designer. A designer is a company or person who creates or modifies plans, bills of materials, specifications, or design calculations. Architects, consulting engineers, quantity surveyors, and anybody else that defines and modifies designs as part of their employment are all examples of designers. Tradespeople are also eligible if they work in design. The designer's primary responsibility is to remove, reduce, or control foreseen dangers that could occur during construction, as well as during the usage and maintenance of the structure once it has been constructed. Share knowledge with other project team members so they can carry out their responsibilities. On projects with several contractors, designers operate under the direction of a principal designer. Principal designer. On projects with many contractors, the client appoints the principal designer to oversee the pre-construction stage. They can be a business or someone with the necessary skills, training, and abilities to do the job. The primary task of the principal designer is to plan, manage, monitor and coordinate health and safety during this phase when most design work is carried out, which includes identifying, eliminating, or controlling foreseeable risks, ensuring designers carry out their duties, prepare and provide relevant information to other duty holders, Liaise with the principal contractor to help plan, manage, monitor and coordinate the construction phase. Contractor. The person or company in charge of performing construction work is the contractor, for example, building, altering, maintaining or demolishing. Contractors oversee this activity or directly hire or engage construction employees. Their primary responsibility is to organize, direct, and oversee the job they are in charge of in a way that protects the health and safety of everyone they can potentially touch, including members of the public. When working on projects with many contractors, each one should coordinate their efforts with the rest of the project team and, in particular, adhere to any instructions given by the primary designer or principal contractor. Principal contractor. The customer appoints the lead contractor to oversee and supervise a project's construction phase involving multiple contractors. During this phase, when all construction work is being done, the major contractor's key responsibility is to plan, manage, monitor, and coordinate health and safety. This comprises liaising with the client and principal designer, preparing the construction phase plan, PDF, portable document format, organizing cooperation between contractors and coordinating their work, making sure of suitable site inductions are provided, reasonable steps are taken to prevent unauthorized access, workers are consulted and engaged in securing their health and safety, welfare facilities are provided. Worker. A worker is a person who does the tasks necessary to construct, modify, maintain, or destroy buildings or other structures. Plumbers, electricians, scaffolders, painters, decorators, steel erectors, and laborers are examples of workers, as are charge hands, supervisors, and painters. They are responsible for be consulted on issues affecting their welfare, safety, and health. Ensure their well-being, the safety of others impacted by their behavior, and your own. Anything they observe that could harm their or others' health and safety should be reported. Work collaboratively with their employer, co-workers, contractors, and other duty bearers. Health and Safety Plan. The pre-tender health and safety plan and the construction phase health and safety plan are two separate plans. Prospective principal contractors are handed the pre-tender plan so they are fully informed of the health and safety hazards connected to the project and the level of performance required of them in terms of health and safety. How potential contractors react to the plan should reveal their health and safety competence. The following will comprise the bulk of the pre-tender plan. A basic project overview, including its location, schedule, and pertinent drawings. The current environment includes services, small spaces, dangerous items, nearby structures or other dangers, and soil and ground conditions. During the design phase, significant risks were found, including health risks connected to necessary building materials. Details about the location include special safety regulations governing emergency response, work permissions, and pedestrian access. The principal contractor transforms the pre-tender health and safety plan into the health and safety plan and handles particular construction health and safety issues. Examples of typical content are 1. Safety policies, organization, arrangements, risk assessments and method statements, including fire and emergency arrangements. 2. Welfare arrangements. 3. Any important information for subcontractors and methods of communication and consultation. 4. Health and safety monitoring and inspection arrangements. 5. Site health and safety rules. 6. Procedures for delivering information for the health and safety file. The client's or customer's pertinent information is kept in the health and safety file. Details on the location of services and instructions for any installed equipment or products should be included. It will grow when the project is completed, and other subcontractors will submit information as it becomes available. The following are typical contents. Drawings and plans. Information on the building or structure's equipment. Equipment and upkeep techniques. The location of services, resources, and instructions created by specialized vendors and contractors. Contractor selection. The most crucial factor in ensuring that the dangers to the health and safety of everyone involved in the activity and others nearby are minimized is the choice of the appropriate contractor for a given work. Ideally, a list of approved contractors who have proven they can fulfill the client's criteria should be chosen. A balanced decision must be made when choosing a contractor, considering several different criteria. Fortunately, a contractor who does a good job and completes the work on schedule and to the client's satisfaction is likely to perform better than average in terms of health and safety. Safety rules for contractors. It should be a condition of the contract that the contractor and all of its personnel follow the contractor's safety regulations. The following things should be included at a minimum in the contractor's safety rules. Health and safety. The contractor complies with known industry best practices and operates at least to the minimum legal requirement. Supervision. The contractor provides a good standard of supervision of their employees. Subcontractors. Without the company's written consent, they are not permitted to employ subcontractors. Authorization. Each employee must carry an authorization card issued by the company at all times while on site. Joint occupation of premises. Under the Management of Health and Safety at Work regulations, employers sharing a workplace, whether temporarily or long-term, must follow specific procedures. Employers must cooperate with each other and coordinate reasonably to meet legal requirements. If there are hazards that could affect the health and safety of employees, employers must take reasonable steps to notify the others. All interested employers and independent contractors should make sure the arrangements are sufficient. When one employer controls the property, the other should evaluate the common risks and coordinate any necessary management measures. The organizations participating should agree to collaborative arrangements to fulfill regulatory duties, such as appointing a health and safety coordinator, if there is no governing employer. Cooperation with the workforce. Building a successful health and safety culture is crucial to winning the support of all employees. Consultation is the greatest way to accomplish this cooperation. The Health and Safety Committee is the simplest and most efficient means of consultation. For an effective Health and Safety Committee, it's crucial to have stated objectives that align with the organization's health and safety policy statement and terms of reference. The terms of reference should include accident and notifiable disease statistics studies to recommend remedial actions. Additionally, the committee should review reports from statutory inspections and health and safety audits. The committee must evaluate information provided by the external enforcement agency and review newly authorized codes of practice and guidelines in light of new legislation. The observation and evaluation of all organizational health and safety training and instruction should also be a part of the committee's work. Finally, the committee should monitor and evaluate health and safety communications and publicity across the entire organization. Safety Representatives and Safety Committees Regulations 1977. Under UK law, only organizations with recognized trade unions for collective bargaining are subject to certain restrictions regarding workplace safety. In such cases, the recognized trade union may select representatives for safety from within the workforce by giving written notice to the employer. The safety representative's duties include representing workers while working with the company, investigating potentially hazardous situations and events, looking into the reasons for accidents, investigating employee complaints about their welfare, health, and safety, making representations to the employer on health, safety and welfare matters, carrying out inspections, representing employees at the workplace in consultation with enforcing inspectors, receiving information, and attending safety committee meetings. These representatives have a vital role in ensuring that the employer prioritizes the health, safety, and welfare of employees in the workplace. They act as a liaison between employees and management, investigating and reporting any potential hazards or accidents and making recommendations for improvement. By empowering representatives with these duties, the UK government aims to create a safer and healthier work environment for all employees. Highlights from this module. The construction, design and management regulations control how construction projects are managed. Subcontractor control can be exercised in two ways. The contractor is the individual or business in charge of carrying out construction work. The Health and Safety Committee is the easiest and most effective method of consultation. Thank you.